Zombies, dragons, zombie dragons, and humans caught up in the politics over an Iron Throne are all set to collide in the long-awaited 8th and final season of HBO's Game of Thrones. Over its 67 episodes, the show has warned people that winter is coming, asserted Jon Snow knows nothing, and has spun a tangled narrative web involving plenty of war, sex, beheadings, backstabbings, incest, massacres, magic, death, and the undead. When we last left the show, the Night King and his army of the dead, think mysterious ice zombies with blue eyes, have started their invasion south to where humans live. Most of the humans, which include the remaining Starks, Lannisters, Targaryens, and their various allies, are caught up in a war to rule Westeros. The story kicked off when Lord Ned Stark of Winterfell is called upon by his old friend King Robert Baratheon to become his new hand. Robert became king thanks to a rebellion Ned helped him win against the Targaryens. But after Ned discovers that Robert's children are actually kids his wife Cersei had with her twin brother Jaime Lannister, the king is killed and Ned is eventually executed for treason. This leads to Ned's son Robb Stark and the people of the North declaring an all-out war against the Lannisters and their allies. But they all end up massacred in an event known as the Red Wedding. Among the remaining Starks is Sansa, Ned's oldest daughter, who was betrothed to Joffrey, Robert's son, who called for Ned's head. Initially stuck with Joffrey and the Lannisters, Sansa is abused, manipulated, married off to various people, raped, and generally used as a pawn in a number of other people's ploys for power. But she took notes and is starting to show just how adept at the game her experience has made her, helping her reclaim Winterfell for the Starks with Jon Snow. Jon, introduced as Ned's bastard son, went off to the Night's Watch and has spent most of the show away from the politics of Westeros and learning all about the oncoming threat of the White Walkers. His main goal is uniting all humans so they can survive that fight. Along the way, he's died and been resurrected, left the Night's Watch, and has been declared the new king of the North. Also, it turns out his parents are actually Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. Meanwhile, Ned's younger daughter Arya, who managed to escape the capital and the Lannisters by posing as a boy, has been traveling throughout Westeros and Essos with the sole goal of avenging her family. Armed with her trusty sword Needle and a growing kill list, Arya eventually makes it to Braavos and trains with a guild of assassins called the Faceless Men, and picks up skills including using faces of people she's killed to assume their identity. And she's already started making headway on her list when she decides to head back to Winterfell to reunite with her remaining family. This includes her younger brother Bran, who was tossed out a window when he was a kid when he accidentally stumbled upon Cersei and Jaime having relations. Since then, he's been revealed to be a warg, meaning he can project his consciousness onto other living things. He's also now the three-eyed raven, which means he can see the past, present, and future in special dreams. Another major player is Daenerys, an exiled Targaryen who has been biding time building an army in order to launch her own campaign to take back the Iron Throne. She was married off to Khal Drogo, became a Khaleesi and got command over Dothraki warriors, hatched 3 dragon eggs, and even acquired a legion of elite soldiers called the Unsullied as she learned to lead. She's now back in Westeros to show her might and has gained key allies including Jon, who she became involved with without knowing that they are related. Finally, there's Cersei Lannister, Robert's widow, who went from being queen regent to queen after all her kids were killed. She's made plenty of enemies while trying and failing to secure good futures for her children, and now all she has left is her unborn child and the crown, since even her brother lover Jaime has left her. She's not as concerned about the White Walker threat as she has made others believe, which means there's likely plenty of backstabbing and death to come in the final 6 episodes of the series, with the dead on their way with their zombie dragon.